This collection makes me feel like a musk-loving Easter bunny. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Aleisha Budget Beauty. My name is Aleisha. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, affordable fragrance collection reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. You guys, I had no idea this collection was landing on my doorstep when it arrived. So right out the gate, I want to say I did get this gifted to me by Aroma Concepts in PR. However, I actually purchased 3 of the Musk collection fragrances on my own, and they arrived earlier in the day before the box arrived with the entire collection. So yes, I got the 6 in PR, but I did purchase 3 on my own. That also means I do have 3 extras, duplicates that are still boxed in the wrapping. I'm going to try to figure out some sort of giveaway for that. I don't know if I'm doing it on Instagram or here on YouTube. I haven't figured it out. I know giveaways can be kind of tricky. Your account can get flagged, your channel. I don't want to mess with any of that. I don't want people frauding people, pretending that they're me, making fake accounts. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but somehow, some way, I'm going to give away either all 3 together or individually. So just make sure you're following me here, Instagram, to find out when and how I'm going to do that. But anyway, I was very excited when I saw these promoed, because one, they did a fantastic job with the marketing. It looked so enticing and beautiful and confectiony and fun and floaty. And also I happen to have the Tahara vanilla in the Musk collection that I purchased myself previously, and I adore that fragrance. I think it's such a fantastic musky vanilla. I also have the blueberry and the pomegranate. So I knew that I wanted some of these. I didn't know if they were all, I was like, do I need 6? Do I really? And that's why I was conservative and bought 3. And then here comes the whole collection. So I definitely have some thoughts on these that I think will really, really help you with either purchasing or not purchasing, because my job is not to convince you to purchase every single fragrance that comes out. If I convince you not to purchase something because it maybe the way I describe it, you realize, oh, that's not for me, I've done my job. If I do help you decide to make a purchase that you really enjoy, I also did my job. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into these. I do have lots of thoughts, so let's do it. So let me start actually by just showing you guys the bottles, because I think that they are so cute, and truly they remind me of Easter so much. These pastels, the caps being sort of egg-shaped, and they're just so visually appealing to me. I don't think I can grab all of them without dropping and breaking. And then there's the white one, Angel Musk. I can't grab them all, but don't they look like Easter eggs? Like, move over, Easter Bunny and Cadbury. Like, we have some musk fragrances here that look like Easter. Love it. So these are the 3 that I actually purchased myself. So the ones that were sent to me are still in the boxes. So what drew me the most that I wanted to try was Cotton Candy, Piña Colada, and Toffee. Funny enough, my favorite for sure is not in this bunch. So I'm kind of glad that I was surprised and got all of them. But really, really nice bottles, nice and heavy. The price tag on these 2 is great. I think I want to say they're on sale for like $34 each. I do have a code as well, so you can get extra off. And then the entire collection, I think, is $184. You save a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit if you get all 6. I also like that they have some broken down into groups of 3. So there's different options for you where you can get a little bit of savings. I think that's great. And all right, before I get into each individual one, and I thought about ranking them, and I was like, it was getting too hard. I'm like, girl, you don't have to do that. But I'll tell you which ones that I really, really like. I want to say overall, you really need to like strong musk, except for one of them. And I'll tell you which one that is. One of them does not have a really strong muskiness to it, really. It's kind of hidden beneath the other notes in it. The rest of the 5 are very strong musk. I love that. If you see just, I think a lot of people will see cotton candy and they will expect this really ultra sweet, sugary, confectiony, gourmand cotton candy. You might be really, really disappointed. Even the pistachio as well. These are not your traditional super sweet foodie gourmands. These are musk fragrances with a little bit of a hint of other scents to them that are kind of gourmand leaning, but they are definitely musk fragrances first. You need to like musk or you might be disappointed. I just have to say that. So your expectations are met. Another overarching thing I want to say about these fragrances, just so I don't have to repeat it every single time with each one. I think all 6 of these smell the best in your sillage, in your bubble, like the scent that you are emitting around you is so beautiful with honestly all 6 of these. I don't think all 6 smell amazing just sniffing your nose right up to it. And I say that in case you do purchase it and you spray it right on and sniff right away, and if something's kind of off-putting to you, give it some time. Wear it. Let the wind hit you. Let the air as you walk kind of just waft around you. And I think that you will really like it so much more, because I think that way with a lot of strong musks, that it's not meant to just stick your nose right up to it. It's kind of, you're supposed to give off like a muskiness, like around you. So I want to say that. My last thing before I get into each one, I don't think very many of these also smell that different from each other in how they project. Now, again, your nose right up to it. Yes, you can pick out differences, but I kind of found testing all of these out except for one. So there's one outlier in all of these, but I found that wearing them out and about, I kind of smelled the same thing just around me with all of these. So I don't honestly know if anyone truly needs all 6, but if you're a collector, hey, I get it. I'm the first to say I get it, why you would want all of them. So, all right, now let's go ahead and get into each individual fragrance. All right, let's start with the first one, which happens to be, I think, my least favorite of the bunch, and that is the pistachio. Now, I had a prediction that this one and probably the cotton candy would be the most purchased individually. I just kind of have a hunch about that. I actually don't dislike this fragrance. It's just out of all 6, this happens to be my least favorite. And I think it's really important for me to review it and give honest opinions, because I think this could disappoint some people, but I do like it. Let me read the notes. It is pistachio, nut, milk, sandalwood, rose, powdery, musk, vanilla, ambergris. Now, I don't actually smell a lot of that in this fragrance in the beginning. I do actually really enjoy how this dries down. I think the opening of this is sharp and a tad off-putting. It's the most kind of synthetic smelling, and it's not that it has this sweet pistachio, milky, ultra sweet synthetic. Synthetic sometimes can just mean weird, like fake and weird. And that sometimes that is an intentional note put in fragrances or synthetic fragrances. They want it to smell kind of fake and weird. That's not in this, but there's something about the way it opens I just don't really enjoy. It's not pleasant to my nose. After this dries down, I actually get it's not a dupe. It is not a dupe for Pistachio Gelato Kale. Okay, anyone hoping for that? It's not a dupe. However, it has a similar powdery, soapy cleanliness to it that I personally get in the Pistachio Gelato. I know not everyone gets that out of the Kale. Some get a real gourmand feel for it, like whipped creamy and pistachio and fluffy. And then some of us got more of a soapy, clean vibe from it. I get that from this pistachio musk. And I do, again, after about 30 minutes, I think it's lovely when it dries down. I think it smells fresh, clean, soapy, a hint a hint of powdery pistachio, but again, not overly gourmand. More musky than anything, more kind of clean than anything. So anyone expecting this to be like your ultimate gourmandy pistachio, please know that is not what this is, but I do like it. I just don't love the opening. All right, let's next go with the Piña Colada. I think I am kind of ranking these, but again, I like this. I kind of wanted this to be something a little bit different than what it is though, but I do like it. The notes in this: mandarin, coconut, pineapple, lily of the valley, rose, violet, ambergris, musk, and vanilla. The reason why I say I wish this was something kind of different, I love those top notes. I love an orange, a pineapple, and a coconut. I kind of wanted this to be a really tropical, fruity burst with a strong musk. Instead, I just get a hint of that. And I actually feel out of all of them, this one dries down the most, just kind of a clean, soapy smelling musk without much of anything else giving it a flavor to it. And it remains kind of bright, I think, because of those top notes. So it's not a heavy musk or like a wintry musk. Like it smells like a clean summery musk, but you can't really pick out those fruity notes in it. I think they're just giving it a brightness. So again, I like it. I just kind of wanted it to be something different, and I don't think it smells exceptionally unique to my nose. I do think it's very wearable though. I think it's an easy one and one that's great in like the heat. So I like it. I just wanted something more out of it. All right, next we're gonna go with Angel Musk, and I do really like this. I think the next four are just like my favorites out of all of them. But this is spicy. That's just what it says in a top note. Spicy, Davana, dry fruits, rose, edible, sandalwood, tonka, musk, vanilla. So to my nose, I do get the dried fruits in this, and then Davana can have a greenness to it, and I get a greenness without it smelling grassy. So it's sort of this green, almost slightly like green herbal with dried fruits, and then the musk. And there's something like softly spicy, not overly spicy about it. I think I get more of like how greens can be a little spicy. They're not like a peppery spice or like a heat spice. I get that, and then with the dried fruit. So I think this one is really pretty. I think it is great for spring and summer. There's a little bit of sweetness to it with those dried fruits. I think this one's a little sweeter than the last two, while the pistachio is kind of more powdery, soapy, and then the Piña Colada is like bright, clean. This one is slightly sweeter and a little greener. I really do enjoy the Angel Musk. All right, next we're gonna talk about the Toffee. This is my outlier. I kept referring. I was like, there's one. This is the one that if you are not a musk lover, this is the only one that you're probably really gonna like out of the bunch. Or like if you hate musk, you might actually like this. I don't get a ton of muskiness out of this. A little bit, but whereas all the rest, the musk is the main player, I think it is secondary to the Toffee in this. So the notes on this one are chocolate, fruity, lactonic, rose, milk, caramel, musk, vanilla, ambery. Some are descriptors instead of notes, but anyway. Okay, for my lush people, Chelsea Morning. If you know that fragrance, that is a citrus toffee fragrance. And the citrus in it can be a little off-putting, I notice some, and then once it goes away, you just kind of love what's going on. There's some other things going on there. It's not just solely toffee, but this smells so similar to Chelsea Morning by Lush without the citrus. So you don't have that biting, kind of acrid, cleaner citrus that the Chelsea Morning has. This is definitely the most gourmand. It is sweet. If you hate sweet and you're looking for the musk, this might be disappointing to you because, like I said, it's not overly musky. It's definitely more toffee heavy. I do get a milkiness, a caramel in here as well with some vanilla. The toffee stands out. It's not overly heavy though. So I do think that it is light enough to wear in the warmer months, but it is definitely the outlier. Out of all of these, it's the least musky for sure. It's also the one that puts off something different around you. Your sillage smells not so musky like the rest. So if you're looking for something different, not the musk, and you like a toffee scent, I would recommend Toffee Musk. All right, next up we have the cotton candy. I truly went back and forth on this. If I loved it or just liked it. I didn't dislike it, but it kind of plays with my mind a bit because truly, you guys, this is not what you think of in a cotton candy fragrance. So again, I don't want you to be disappointed. If you're thinking Boardwalk Delight by Skylar, if you smelled that, this is not that type of cotton candy. So the notes on this are cotton candy, lily of the valley, neroli, rose, musk, orange blossom, rose, violet, marshmallow. This smells like Mr. Bubbles. This smells like a pink, sweet, clean bubble bath. It really doesn't smell like traditional cotton candy. I mean, you can't really call it Mr. Bubble Bath Musk because that would be strange. But I guess if you had to stretch and you think, what candy or what confectiony something would this be closest to, it would be cotton candy. But it is definitely still a clean girl musk with a sweetness that the mind even thinks of pink. When I smell this, if I had to tell you what color it smells like, it smells pink. So it's just not on the nose cotton candy. And I want your expectations to be fulfilled or not to be disappointed. So if you like that kind of Mr. Bubbles come out of the bath and you smell clean, but you smell sweet, like there's some sort of nondescript candy or sweetness going on, then you're gonna really like the cotton candy. If you're dying for an on the nose cotton candy scent, you might be disappointed. All right, and the one that I think is my favorite, surprisingly, is Mysterious Tahara. And darn it, that I cannot tell you guys what notes are in here because it's a mystery. They're not telling you. They don't want you to know. And I was scared of this one because I didn't want to blind buy it because I was like, I don't know what it's going to smell like. And it's also kind of hard for me to describe it to you, but I smell possibly black currant, maybe Palo Santo. I smell some sort of spicy wood that is really pleasant to my nose, and I love Palo Santo. Palo Santo is like it's a spicy woodiness that is not sharp and it's not masculine or too masculine. It's just comforting and it is addictive for me. I love it and it's cozy. And I don't know if that's in here, but my nose smells something like that. Maybe even cacao and tonka bean. I think out of all of them, this is possibly the most well, I don't know. Maybe even the Piña colada is pretty unisex because it really doesn't have a ton of sweetness in it. It's just kind of right down the line. But this has like an ever so slight something spice in here, but it still could be very feminine. And I love the color of it. And I just feel like right when this comes out, it's the most pleasant to my nose. I also think it's the least synthetic smelling out of all of them, except maybe the Piña colada because it doesn't have a lot of anything going on in it, I don't think. So I wish I could tell you what's in here. I really do. I think this is also possibly the most, it doesn't scream nighttime. None of these scream nighttime. They're kind of like anytime. All of these could be bedtime as well. I mean, they're musk fragrances. They're meant to be able to worn at any time and anywhere and not be offensive to someone. So I think though, out of all of them, like this is the one that I'd wear on a date night. I really, really like it. I know it's risky buying one that you don't have the notes on, but I really enjoy this. And again, if you like musk, I think that you're gonna like a lot of these. And before I wrap everything up, I do wanna show you guys, I did get a bonus lotion whenever I purchased the 3 myself. I purchased them off of TikTok, but I think they're the same price on Aroma Concepts. Again, I have the code. I don't know that you always get a freebie or not, but I happen to. And this is the Tahara Vanilla that I have the bottle of and I love so much. This is the lotion. You guys, this is in a glass bottle, a frosted glass bottle. And then the cap, this is the prettiest lotion that I own. I think I was so pleasantly surprised by this. So I just wanted to show you guys this freebie. And I really, really hope this helped you guys. Just being as like factual as I can be. And, you know, like I said, I think I might sway some of you to not purchase if you're expecting something totally different from what I told you today. And then some of you that's been on the fence and you really like a musk, or if you've enjoyed the pomegranate, blueberry, and Tahara vanilla, I really think any of these are gonna be pretty safe for you. I personally really gonna enjoy them. I think they're easy wears. Oh, longevity, not very long. Well, about 4 hours. Take that for what you will. I think 30 bucks, if you use a code, 30 bucks for a really beautiful bottle and you get 4 hours, I think that's perfectly fine. Some of you may be expecting longer. I feel like I get a little bit longer on my Tahara Vanilla than I do on these, but I think it's pretty fair, personally. So I'm really happy to have them. You guys let me know if this helped you in the comments. Let me know if you're gonna pick some up. I thank you so much for watching. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping, and smelling fabulous. Bye.